What's up, SBD Crew? It's your boy Sports by Dustin, and today I'm giving you guys my favorite plays on PrizePicks for the NFL Sunday main slate that takes place on November 13th. But before we get into the video, if you guys are not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. If you've watched these videos before and you guys still haven't hit that button, I don't know what you're doing. I really would appreciate it. We're at 2,700 plus. We're almost at 3K, which means we're past halfway to our 5,000 subscriber goal by Christmas for the big Christmas giveaway on the channel. And if you guys haven't liked the video already, what are you doing? Go ahead and drop a like on the video. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps me push this video to a new type of audience that want to see this type of content. And you guys have been basically getting like almost 200 in every single video. Let's go ahead and go above 200. We've done it a few times. Let's go ahead and get this video over 200 likes. That'd be a goal of mine for this video. All right, before we do hop right into my plays, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I suggest following me on Twitter as well, because any plays that don't make it in these videos, I post over here on Twitter. They trickle into the free Discord. The Discord is linked in the description below. If you guys want to connect with the SBD Crew community, we got over 300 plus people in there, chatting it up, cooking up plays, talking with me. It's a lot of fun over there, so check that out. But I posted this on Twitter. Javon Carter under 2.5 blocks plus steals on the DG Fantasy Optimizer, which is also linked in the description down below. You'll get $5 off your first purchase with code SBD on the optimizer. I tweeted this out. He was 60.46% odds to hit the under of 2.5 blocks. He ended with 1. Pinnacle had him at minus 178 to go under. It was just a really, really good value play when you're getting it over there on PrizePicks. When it's 178 on Pinnacle. Such a great play. The DG Fantasy Optimizer helps with finding those discrepancies and finding us great plays. It makes it really, really simple. You guys are going to see it here in this video coming up as well. Let's go ahead and hop into the plays. So the first play is going to be a receiving prop. It's going to be Dalton Schultz over 31.5 receiving yards. Over here on the optimizer, he's at a 56.78% odds to hit. That's with the sportsbook line being 33.5. That's another thing that the optimizer does. It finds the discrepancies. So right now we are getting a 2-yard discrepancy from PrizePicks to the sports books. They already have him. Pinnacle's got him going over 33.5 at minus 142. We're getting him over here on PrizePicks at 31.5. So a 2-yard discrepancy. But I know we haven't had a big sample size of Dak and Dalton Schultz this year. However, when they're on the field together, let's go ahead and just look at the last 2 games together. 49 and 74 yards receiving in the last 2 games. They are going up against a pretty solid defense in Green Bay, who's pretty good against the pass. The last 2 games, Dalton Schultz had 5 and 7 targets, coming with 5 and 6 receptions. He did have a catch last game of 30 plus yards. We get a catch of 30 yards. That means we need one more grab to go over his receiving total. But him with Dak, their connection together, I've played many times and have been very profitable playing Dalton Schultz when Dak is in the game, especially the receptions. So if we see the receptions total pop up on PrizePicks at like 3.5 or 4, probably going to be taking that myself. If we get it at 3.5, I would really love that. But in the last 19 games, Dalton Schultz has gone over 31.5 receiving yards in 15 of the last 19 games when Dak is at quarterback. So I love that. And then also the loss of Amari Cooper this season can also help with Dak's touches, or with Dalton Schultz touches as well. So I'm liking him to go over that number of 31.5. That is one of my personal favorite plays. Only thing that slightly scares me is the defense for Green Bay. So I guess this is just a good time to just mention. Remember, if you guys don't like any of these plays, you don't have to play them. I'm just telling you guys what I'm on and why I like them. So it's up to you guys to do your own research at the end of the day and make your selections. But these are the reasons why I like the plays that I'm playing today. All right, my next one is going to be a receptions total. It's going to be Amari Cooper over 4.5 receptions. Amari Cooper comes up on the optimizer at one of the top 2 plays. He's minus 165 to go over 4.5 receptions on Pinnacle. We're getting him at the same line as the sportsbook, so no discrepancy there, which I wish we could get him at 4. That'd be even better, obviously. But they got him at a 58.71% odds to hit on the optimizer. Love this spot for him. Amari Cooper has gone over in 4 of 7 games this season, hitting at 57%. However, now he's going up against Miami, who has been abysmal defensively. They're really great offensively, which also kind of helps this play, because the Browns are going to need to keep up with the Dolphins offense with Tua. They have been unreal, but they've also just let up a billion points to every single other team, allowing 245 1.9 pass yards a game, which is ninth worst in the league. Their completion percentage, which, hey, this is a completion / reception prop, if you want to say it like that. They're allowing the third best completion percentage at 68.5. Amari Cooper, we already know he's an amazing wide receiver, but with them having to keep up with Miami's offense, I feel like I said that weird, but he's going to need probably 10 to 12 targets like he's gotten in some of these games. Even if he does get only 7 targets, we can still see him go over with 5 catches, especially against this Miami defense, who is, like I said, allowing a very good completion percentage. So that's going to be my second pick of the day. So my next pick is going to be a rushing prop, and it's going to be a guy we just seen on Thursday Night Football slice and dice the Eagles for over 100+ yards. Damien Pierce over 77.5. We know he's a stud. He's a very, very shifty runner. He also pops up pretty high on the optimizer. He's the fifth one from the top at 58.64% odds to hit. But we're also getting a discrepancy. We're getting a 4-yard discrepancy. Pinnacle's got him going over 81.5 rushing yards at -143. Cedars got him at 142. William Hill at 142 as well. We're getting him at a 4-yard discount of 77.5 rush yards over here on PrizePicks. So shout out to the optimizer for finding that discrepancy and making it easy on us here. But then we look, and over here he's gone over in 5 out of his last 6 games, going over this number, coming off a game with 139 rush yards. He's now going up against the New York Giants, who this game is supposed to be a pretty close game. It's a 4.5 point line, a line in favor of the Giants. So still should be pretty close, which means he still should run a lot. Now he's going up against the Giants, who give up 137 yards on the ground. They're a little bit better, about middle of the pack as far as passing goes. And we do know they want to feed the ball to Damien Pierce. He had 27 rushes in that game against the Eagles, which was a close game for a majority of it in general. Definitely see him getting 20+ carries. In every single game that he's gotten 20+ carries, he's gone over this number of 77.5 yards. He can break off a big one too. In the 5 out of the 6 games that he's gone over, he's had at least one rush of 20+ yards or more, breaking one away for 75 and then one against Philly for 36. He's averaging 4.6 rush yards per attempt. However, if you look here, Philly is allowing 5.5 yards on attempts, which is second worst in the league. So between the optimizer and kind of how I've broken down these plays, these are my favorite plays. If you guys want to sign up for that, once again, link is in the description. Like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Have fun watching football on Sunday.